Hello and welcome, I'm Mirai, and today we're going to be choosing my June TBR using TBR jar prompts. I've been doing this for the past few months now, and I absolutely love it. I'm hoping, since we're officially in summer now, that I can pick out some more summary books in my TBR. Otherwise, I'll just have to be reading a lot of books not chosen by my TBR jar. And that would be unfortunate, but here's to hoping. Please pick summer books. Thank you. If I pick up some wintry prompts, I might just throw them out because it's not what we're doing anymore. Okay. First prompt. Let's give it a good mix first. We are very much equal opportunity promptness here. Okay. First prompt. A cozy romance. I think we can use this to pick a summery book. A cozy summery book. Right off the bat, I have a few options in my head. I've really been wanting to read Just for the Summer, which came out recently. I also want to read The Bodyguard and Happy Place. And basically just all the books on my shelf in this general area. I also just got Mistakes We Never Made by Hannah Brown. I don't know how cozy it is, but that's an option for a summary book, which I've basically taken this prompt and just decided to pick a summary romance, if you haven't noticed. But I think I'm either going to do Happy Place or Just for the Summer. And it's a tough one. I did just read Funny Story by Emily Henry. Does that mean I should pick up Happy Place sooner? Or should I have more of a break? It really doesn't matter. I'm going to read both of them. In June, probably. June or July. I'm just going to go with Happy Place because it's been on my shelf longer and I should really be reading books that have been on my shelf longer first. So it just makes sense. First book we have is Happy Place by Emily Henry. Super excited about it. If you don't know, Happy Place is about this couple who, I don't think they're married, but they've been together for a very long time. And they're in the same friend group, and every year their friends go to this main cottage for the summer, and this is the last year that they can do it. And this couple just broke up. In an effort to make their last summer experience at this cottage be happy and fun for everyone, they decide to not tell anyone that they've broken up and just go on pretending like they're still together. So we got fake dating in this, which I love, and it's Emily Henry, so I'm sure it'll be amazing. Honestly, I'm expecting 5 stars, so I'm really excited for this. That was a great first prompt. Let's hope for another good one. A book with a 5-word title. We were so close with Just for the Summer. For a second there, I was like, is it? Okay, so 5 words in the title. We have Things We Never Got Over, Close with Mistakes We Never Made, but no cigar. We have To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods, which I got in my first Illumicrate box. It is absolutely beautiful, so, maybe just to read a pretty book, we can put that in the options. Ooh. We have a Fate Inked in Blood. I have really been wanting to read this. I think this one just moved to the top in my choices for this prompt. We also have Once Upon a Broken Heart. Actually, I went to read Caraval first, so we're gonna put this back because I'm sticking to my decision to read Caraval before Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is gonna have to wait. It's just gonna have to wait. Okay, I think that's all the books we have. Things We've Never Gone Over has been on my shelf the longest. However, I really want to read A Fate Inked in Blood. So, I'm going to read it. I love romantasy. I feel like I say that 5 times a day, but I'm so excited for this. Okay, what is it even about? I don't even know if I remember. All I know is romantasy, and that's honestly why I picked it up. Basically, we have forced marriage, but the husband isn't the love interest, And we also have magic and trying to unite a fractured nation. And she has a forbidden attraction to this dude who's supposed to be protecting her. Something like that. Anyways, romantasy. I think romantasy is enough summary, I feel like. Okay, next prompt. A book set in the Midwest. Okay. I feel like I can definitely find a book set in the Midwest. I'm just gonna do some quick research on these books to see if they're set in the Midwest. Oh, this is a road trip. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so not this one. Road trip from LA to Vegas to Arizona. Nope, not Midwest. And we can also get rid of fantasy books because I don't think any fantasy books are set in the Midwest. I don't think we can just pick up a random fantasy book with a map and be like, oh, well, it's set in the Midwestern portion of this map. So, of course, I'm starting with like my new books. I just wanna know. I just got this one from the Probably Smut book subscription box, which I just joined. It's my first Probably Smut book, other than this one I got from a blind box. I got this one from a blind box. I like this one a lot better. This is kind of boring. This probably isn't set in the Midwest. I don't think it is. I'm gonna ignore it. But this probably isn't either. Well, okay, so this is a Texas ranch. I definitely have like a Chicago book. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm like, where is Chicago? Or like Michigan. Ooh. This is Minnesota. That counts for sure. We got Minnesota. I'll probably just pick this, but I'm gonna see if I have any other books out there. I feel like Audible is telling me that all of Abby Jimenez's books take place in Minnesota. And they all have a cute dog on the cover. So that's why I kind of felt like all of her books were in Minnesota, or at least these ones, because if one of them is, the other ones are most likely in the same area, especially if they're the same genre. North Carolina, if you're wondering. I don't know why I'm even bothering looking at other books when I know I'm gonna pick just for the summer, but I was just curious. We got what I wanted. I wanted to pick up Happy Place and Just for the Summer, so technically Part of Your World came first and then Just for the Summer, but I don't think it matters which order I read them in because they are standalones. So for a book set in the Midwest, we are going to pick up Just for the Summer because it is perfect for the summer, and that is my goal of this whole TBR. So, okay, 2 more. Okay. We are going to throw this one out because it's a book set in winter, and we just can't have that. It's summer. I'm not doing that. Okay, we have a book with a number in the title. Okay, we have 6 of Crows. That's an option. Though I did want to read, before 6 of Crows, I wanted to read Shadow and Bone because I think that technically comes first. So I'm going to try to find something else. First Lie Wins. I think maybe first counts as a number. One True Loves. That counts. You know, I was also thinking of reading, on my library book app, Libby, I had Binding 13 come up. So I could read that. I could read Binding 13 or One True Loves. I think in the spirit of trying to get rid of books on my TBR, on my physical TBR, I should pick up One True Loves. I might pick up Binding 13 in June as well, but also, if I'm being honest, Binding 13 is kind of massive, and I'm a little scared of committing to a massive book like that. And this one is a lot shorter, so it would be easier to get through it for my TBR. And I have it physically, so need to get rid of books off my physical TBR. So it's the natural choice. Gonna pick One True Loves. I was worried for a second there, honestly, that I wouldn't have a good book with a number in the title on my bookshelf. That was a close one. Okay. A book you've had for a long time. Alrighty. Just none of the books that I've stacked here, essentially. That's a shame. Now, what's a long time? Because most of my books are pretty new, if we're being honest. Like, most of them, I didn't start buying books until like November. I have like a stack of books from like years ago, but I don't really want to pick up any of those right now. So, okay. I could pick up Educated. This has been on my TBR before, and it was almost on my TBR again recently. And I have had it since college, so it's been a few years for sure. And I do want to read it, so this is an option. I'm also going to pick an option from like a book I've gotten more recently, like November time frame. All of these I got in November time frame. I also got the Inheritance Games around there. I'm torn. I feel like I should stick to the prompt. No. I need to be true to myself and what I want to read. So it's either Educated or Better Than the Movies. And I've heard such good things about Better Than the Movies. I really want to pick it up. I feel like Educated I should read. I almost dropped my book. It would have been fine, but it was scary. I haven't had Better Than the Movies for a long time. That is not a long time. 6 months? It's not a long time. I also already have like only romance on my TBR, so I feel like I should mix it up a bit. And I still haven't read a memoir yet. This is going to be my first memoir, but I've had it for a long time. I need to read it. I want to read it, so I'm going to pick it up. And that is my June TBR. We have a lot of romance this month, which I am excited for. I feel like we've gone full circle. Started off with my TBRs doing like no romance and all like intense books. And now we've gotten to a pretty light month, if we're being honest. I mean, we have a memoir, but it still doesn't feel like the memoir will be like that hard to read anyways, or like that intense. I'm so excited. I think we did a really great job at picking summery books. We have 2 books that are definitely summer, 1 book that is summer. Those 2 that you can read whenever. But this is my TBR. I think June is going to be a fantastic reading month, and I am super excited to get to these and let you know what I think. Let me know down below what is on your June TBR, what you're super excited to read, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!